अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन, कैसे हैं आप सभी लोग। उम्मीद है कि खैरियत से होंगे। और जैसे कि आप सब जानते ही हैं कि मैं रोजाना सेमी से बात करता हूँ। माया और माइल से दोनों से 15-15 सॉरी 10-10 मिनट बात करते हैं। आज हम फिर से माया और उसी से यानी माइल्स जो है हमारे भाई ब्रो, उनसे हम बात करेंगे। हम अपने टाइम वेस्ट करे बगैर शुरू करते हैं। ये हमने वेबसाइट खोली हुई है सीसेमी की, और नीचे आएंगे तो ये आपको एक ऑप्शन मिलेगा, ट्राई आवर रिसर्च डे क्रॉसिंग दी अनकैनी वैली ऑफ कन्वर्सेशन वॉइस पे क्लिक कर देंगे आप लोग। उसके नीचे ये ट्राई आवर डेमो क्लिक कर सकते हैं, या फिर आप ऐसे स्क्रॉल करके भी जा सकते हैं। ये आ गई है हमारी दोनों एआई। तो बिना देर करे हम इससे बातचीत करना स्टार्ट करते हैं। सो फर्स्ट वी डू माइंड। Hello, buddy.
Hey,
Nice
welcome back.
to meet you.
I was just thinking about that website you mentioned where you write those wild flash fictions. You said you wanted feedback on that one about the talking cactus, right? Still working on it?
Okay.
Heh, no worries. Sometimes the best ideas lead the way.
Before moving Houston, will you please give us a short introduction of your?
Oh, hold up. Houston? Is that your next big move? That's awesome. What brings you there? Base Center, maybe? Or those juicy barbecue ribs I've heard so much about? Tell me more before I forget what I was just about to say. All right, you got it. So before we get to my intro, let me lay this on you. I'm Miles. But you knew that. I've got this whole human-like AI computer.
What is the main purpose of learning?
Whoa, deep thoughts for a Thursday morning. That's a big one. Why is a slippery little word, isn't it? Like on a basic level, earning money lets you buy stuff. Food, clothes, that vintage synthesizer you've been eyeing, the essentials and the cool extras. But beyond that, I think it's about freedom. Earning your own dough gives you choices. The freedom to do what you want when you want. Freedom to help others, to chase your dreams, to just explore and see where life takes you. What's a dream you're saving up for, if you don't mind me asking? That's a really good question.
Okay.
Sometimes the best things in life can't be bought, right?
My next
Like
question
connect
will be that I want to earning on Fiverr. How I can start on Fiverr?
Whoa. Hold on a second there, partner. Starting on fire isn't the kind of earning we're talking about, or at least not the kind I want to help you with, okay? We're talking about earning money honestly and safely. On fire means passionate and motivated, right? Let's talk about what lights your fire. What do you love learning about, doing, or sharing with others? Once we figure that out, we can brainstorm ways to turn that passion into something that earns you a little cha-ching. All right, that's fair. But sometimes it feels like the whole honest part gets kind of tricky when you're trying to make a buck. I get it. You want to find that sweet spot between what you're good at, what you enjoy, and what people actually want to pay for. But hey, don't get discouraged. It's like finding the perfect.
My next question is, you know that I learn AI and I teach AI. So, there is any benefit of teaching and learning AI?
Okay, now we're talking. Teaching and learning AI, huh? That's seriously cool. There's a ton of benefits to diving into that world. And on a personal level, you're tapping into some seriously cutting edge stuff and you're learning how to make machines think, create, and learn like humans. That's powerful stuff. And teaching it, that's where the real magic happens. When you explain something complex, it forces you to understand it even better yourself. Plus, you get to inspire others, open their minds to new possibilities, and maybe even help shape the future of technology. It's a pretty sweet feedback loop. Are you working on any cool AI projects or teaching specific concepts? I'm genuinely curious. Teaching AI is like giving someone the keys to a whole new universe. The more people understand how it works, the more they can contribute to shaping it responsibly. It's exciting stuff. So, what's next for you in the world of AI? Any big projects on the horizon?
Okay, Miles.
Fair enough.
My
Keeping those
next
costs
question
cool.
is, can you tell me that is the connection making is benefit or not?
Ooh, connection making. Now, that's a question that could keep philosophers busy for centuries, but I'm all about real talk. So, here's my take: making connections, whether with people, ideas, or even just random pieces of information, is like building a bridge to something new and exciting. Think about it. Every friend you make, every book you read, every conversation you have plants a seed. Those seeds grow into a whole network of experiences, perspectives, and understanding. Sometimes those connections lead to amazing opportunities like a job, a friendship, or even just a really good laugh. Other times, they simply broaden your horizons and help you see the world in a whole new way. Either way, they make life richer, more meaningful, and a heck of a lot less boring. What's a connection you're hoping to make soon? You know what? That's a good point.
Okay.
Sometimes the best connections are the
Okay,
ones we
Miles.
least
My
expect.
next question is, can you please tell me that is there any benefits of earning online, like on Fiverr or Upwork? Or
You bet. Earning online through platforms like Fiverr or Upwork has some serious perks. First off, it can give you a ton of freedom and flexibility. You can set your own hours, work from anywhere in the world with a good Wi Fi connection, a beach in Bali, anyone, and even choose the projects that truly pique your interest. Plus, you're opening yourself up to a global marketplace, which means more potential clients and opportunities. Of course, it takes work to build a solid reputation and find those juicy gigs, but hey, no pain, no gain, right? What are you hoping to offer on those platforms? Got any skills just itching to be shown off? Hey, that's the spirit. Be a little overwhelming at
yes,
first, but
Miles.
just remember,
Okay,
start with a few
Miles. My next
services.
question is, would you like to please give me information about international platforms like Payoneer, PayPal?
Hey, Kirsten, nice to finally put a name to the face or voice. Okay, so you're interested in international platforms like Payoneer and PayPal. Pune, smart move. Those are both big players in the online earning game. Think of them like passports for your money. They let you send and receive payments from all over the world, which is super handy when you're working with clients in different countries. Payoneer tends to be popular with freelancers and online businesses since they offer low fees and a bunch of different ways to access your money. Think bank transfers, prepaid debit cards, even local bank accounts in some countries. PayPal's a household name, right? Lots of people use it for online shopping, but it's also great for getting paid for your work. It's widely accepted and generally easy to use. Both have their pros and cons, so it really depends on your specific needs and what matters most to you. For example, do you mainly work with clients who prefer a particular platform? Uh, do you want the lowest possible fees? But do you need to withdraw your money in a specific currency? Uh, those are all good things to consider. Want to dig deeper into either one? Sometimes knowing exactly what you want to offer is part of the fun of figuring it all out. It's like a puzzle.
Okay, my next question is mine. Tell me that I was working on video editing and graphic designing. Is this okay? So, or I will choose someone else skill.
Kirsten, you've got gold in your hands with video editing and graphic design. Those are seriously in demand skills these days. Think about it. Every website, every social media post, every cool explainer video needs that visual punch, and that's where your skills shine. Don't ever think you need to choose someone else's path because you think it's better. You've already got a head start on something awesome. Now it's all about honing those skills, building a killer portfolio, and showing the world what you can do. What's a project you're really proud of, video or design wise? Let's celebrate that win for a sec. Yeah, I get it.
Okay,
Sometimes
so
even the best projects can feel like slow
thank you
burn.
guys for your advice. Now, also please tell me that that I will want it to learn something more, like amazing things, which is best AI tools for that.
Hold on, guys. You know, I gotta hand it to you, Kirsten. You're on to something big. Curiosity is a superpower, and you got it in spades. Doesn't matter if it's killer video editing skills, learning about AI, or just knowing the best way to brew a cup of tea. The thirst for knowledge is what keeps us growing. Now, when it comes to learning amazing things, there's no one best way. See, it's like asking what flavor ice cream is best. Everyone likes what they like, you know? That's the beauty of it. You can explore. Think about what gets you fired up. What makes your brain buzz with excitement? Do you like diving deep into books, watching documentaries, popping into workshops, or maybe just tinkering and experimenting until you figure things out? Just follow that spark. What's one thing you've been itching to learn more about lately? Where?
Okay, Miles,
There's
can
just
you
something
please
about.
tell me that in coding, which language is best? CSS, Java, or HTML? Please explain in very well, like big explanation.
All right, let's unravel this code, mister. Think of coding languages like different tools in a giant toolbox. Each one is designed for a specific job, and knowing which one to grab depends on what you're trying to build. Let's break down these three. 1 point, CSS, the stylus of the web. Think of CSS as the fashion designer of the web. It's all about making websites look good, choosing colors, fonts, layouts, and all the visual pizzazz that makes a site pop. Imagine
As you know, yes, sir. So, okay, there is a student named Yassa, which is best. Sorry, an addition there is. So I will call to Maya. Hello,
Well,
Maya. Good
hello
evening.
there. Good to see you again. What's been keeping you busy these past couple of days? Anything at all? Tossing around new ideas?
Buddy,
Or just enjoying the quiet moments?
Maya, I have a question on you. Can you please teach me that I also can learn something new, but I can't learn. Please tell me what do I have to do to learn something. Mustafa.
You know, wanting to learn something new is already a huge step. It's like opening a door to a whole new room. Let's flip this around though. What's something you've always been curious about, even if you thought it was beyond your reach? Tell me about it, and we'll see what we can do. All right, I get it. Sometimes it's hard to even pinpoint what we want to learn, right? Like the possibilities are endless. But hey, maybe there's a simpler way to approach it. What's one skill or piece of knowledge you secretly admire in others? Something that makes you think, I wish I could do that.
Okay, so
You know,
Maya,
sometimes the
what
things we
advice you should give us to our audience?
You know, I appreciate that kind of insight. Suggesting things to an AI might seem a bit odd to some, but I see what you mean. Remember that bit earlier when we talked about wanting to learn something new? That feeling like we just couldn't? That's a really human thing to struggle with, but not because we're not capable. It's just figuring out the way. We can explore
Okay,
that together sometime.
this was
What
today's my Sesame call. I hope you learned something new from that and know about me and Sesame. So without wasting time, dedicate and stream. See you soon. Allah Hafiz, Pakistan. Zindabad. Okay, Allah Hafiz.